So the chapters, lesson number 12, tourism, represent all the things. As you all know what is meant by tourism, the one word indicate all the things. When we are talking about tourism, so one main point come in your mind, that is visiting. When we are visiting, yes, or we can say to travel. Very good, Avinash. So when we are visiting a various places away from our home, it is called as, or we will do a journey away from our home to getting a joy, entertainment. It is the called as tourism. So when we are talking about tourism, main thing what, before going for any traveling, before going for any journey, we should plan a certain things. We should prepare for certain things over there. And what should we prepare and what should we plan according to you, student? Just write in a chat box. What do you think? Yes, packing material, booking and lodging. Very good, Avinash. Any more thing? Yes, Bhumi, very good. Okay, Simran is saying find a route. Okay, selecting a route. Very good, Sneha. First aid box. Okay. Yes, all these things. Yes, exact location. So all this thing you should do whenever you're planning and preparing for a visiting a trip or visiting a journey. If you want to go for any festival, if you want to go any trip, or if you want to go for any sports related journey, so first of all you should select a route. Afterward you should packing necessary things, and the main thing, that is transportation. You should check what is the transportation, how the roads are there. And when we reach that destination, afterward when we reach that destination, what we like to visit, in which place we like to visit. In executive place. In executive place means a place which is so beautiful and delicate, a place which is beautiful. We always want to visit that place which is beautiful and delicate and which is eye catching. Eye catching means spectacular place. Example, Mathiran is there. Afterward, the Taj Mahal, yes, Taj Mahal is there. Any hill station is there. So there are so many places which is executive and spectacular. And we always want to visit that type of places. Afterward, the main thing that you should study in this topic, that is type of tourism. And on the basis of political boundaries, there are the two types of tourism. First is domestic tourism and second is international tourism. Now, domestic tourism. The domestic tourism, the word indicate all the things. According to word, what do you think? What is mean by domestic tourism, student? Domestic. What do you think here? What is mean by domestic tourism? Okay, very good. Travel in a with very good, Bhumi. Travel within a national boundaries. Okay. Any more? Okay, own country. Very good, Prashant. Okay. So now whenever we are talking about domestic tourism, so first of all, tourism which we are doing within the country, within our political boundaries. For example, we take an example whenever we are traveling from Maharashtra to Kanyakumari, or whenever we are traveling to Delhi to Hyderabad. So this is the one type of domestic tourism. which we are doing within our political boundaries. Or we are taking an example like from Maharashtra going to Kanyakumari, which is I taken example previously only. So any tourism which we are doing within our political boundaries, not in other countries, it is called as domestic tourism. For example, you have given me an example already, Taj Mahal. Then afterward, Red Fort is there, Hawaii Mahal is there. So there are so many examples of domestic tourism. Afterward, international tourism. Yes, international tourism is the one of the best example by which we get so many income and which is helpful for our economy. International tourism is helpful for our economy. Why it is helpful, we will see this afterward. But before this, we will see what is international tourism. Here, international tourism is also called as foreign tourism. But whenever we want to visit in another country, we should need so many things like passport, visa, as you all know, because government is not allowed you to visit another country to without license, without passport, without visa. So this is the main thing. So whenever you want to visit for international tourism or foreign tourism, you should take the help of many places. You are taking the help of many brokers or many travel agencies because you need so many things over there. Sorry. So here international tourism means whenever you are traveling in another country or out of country, when you are crossing country boundaries and visiting some another country, it is called as international tourism. Can you give me example, any example of international tourism, students? Write in a chat box. Yes, very good. American Community India. Yes. Okay, I want examples, Simran, about international tourism. International tourism means what? Whenever you are crossing your boundaries and you are traveling to another country. Yes, UK, India to Paris. Yes, very good, Smriti. So we are also traveling to another country and another person, foreigner also coming in our country. And one of the main thing that is India is called as Incredible India. Here are so many things, here are so many monuments, forts are very good, very executive and very beautiful, which other people want to see. Afterward, there are so many images over there, like processions are there, centuries are there. Afterward, wandering of the wild is there, sea tourism is there. But before going to this picture, we will go to the main part, that is forms and types of tourism. Yes, Akansha, very good. Okay. So now we will go to the forms and types of tourism. So here there are so many new forms of tourism are coming. So first we will go to the religious tourism. So religious tourism means what? Here religious tourism means whenever we are thinking we are going for any religious, like for example temples, whenever any person visiting for any temple, at that time it is called as religious tourism. Any temple, or any pilgrimages places like Chardham Yatra is there. Afterward, we are taking example Kartik Yatra. There are so many examples are there. So whenever you are visiting any pilgrimages places or any other person like foreigner come to India for visiting for only to visiting for any pilgrimages places. For example, when you're visiting in any temple, okay, yes, Kumbh Mela is there, very good. So whenever you're here, Anushka has given an example, that is Kumbh Mela. Okay, just wait. Okay. So whenever any foreigner, you have seen many of the time that many of the foreigner you have seen in temples, uh, or many of the time you have seen that they are visiting, taking a photographs because they loved our culture. They want to know more about our culture, and because of that, then they come in our India to visit many of the pilgrimages places. Afterward, sorry, afterward, cultural tourism. So whenever we are talking about cultural tourism, so as you all know, our India is the one of the cultural country, and to preserve that culture, this cultural tourism is set up. That cultures, like there are so many festivals is going on, like Diwali is there, Holi is there, Ganesh Chaturthi is there. So to know more about this, for example, if you're taking an example, many of the time people visiting Lal Bagh, okay, this is also one type of cultural. After that, many of the people, many of the foreigners come here to know about our culture, like how the people are living in our villages, in our rural area, how they are cooking their foods, how they are celebrating their festivals. So to know about the culture, when the people is traveling from another places, it is called as cultural tourism. And why the cultural tourism is set up? Because to preserve our cultural heritage. And as you all know, India is one of the best cultural country. Okay. After that, coastal and sea tourism. Just look at this picture, students. This is in your workbook also. This is sea tourism. Now, coastal and sea tourism. Whenever you're visiting, for example, when you're visiting by marine drives, or we take an example like when you're visiting in a river beach, or yes, river Ganga is also and one of the best example of coastal tourism. Or there are many of the examples, like if we are visiting to many of the person are visiting or doing the sea tourism, like scuba diving is there. I hope you heard this name, scuba diving, many of the times. Yes, okay, good. So this is also the part of coastal or sea tourism. There are so many things inside the seas and inside the ocean. To find out that things, scuba diving, or we take example, there are many of the courses are available related to coastal or sea tourism. In that, what happens? They are study about the sea or inside the sea, or there are the many of the person who are study related to sea, they came in India. We are taking example over here about India. Okay, so they came in our India and search about seas. Inside the seas, their depth and what types of thing available inside the sea. Okay, I already given you example about Pacific Ocean. There is a one in a Pacific Ocean. There is a one inside the ocean. There is a one oyster. Okay, pearl oyster. So in that oyster, there is a one pearl. Inside their mouth, there is a one pearl. And it's like mimosa tree. If you touch that their mouth, so the shell is automatically closed. So you should be careful whenever you are touching the mouth of that oyster. It is looking like a shell and it is not found everywhere. It is mainly mostly found in Pacific Ocean. After that, medical tourism. Medical tourism means, I give you example about yes, people coming up. Yes, it is a great example. People coming from abroad to take a medical treatments, or people going to abroad for taking a medical treatment. But the main example is in Kerala. In Kerala, there is a one Ayurvedic massager. There is a, yeah, I think many of the students are watching here Discovery channels. Yes or no? Yes. So in that, what happened? They have seen that in Kerala, there is a one Ayurvedic medicine, Ayurvedic massager through fishes, okay? Through fishes and leeches. They have started one Ayurvedic massage through leeches and through fishes. So many of the foreigners come here to enjoy this massage and to know more about these things. So this is also one of the most and great example of medical tourism. And afterward, there are many of the things which or many of the technology which is not available over here, which is not available over here. So because of this, what they are doing, what our Indians, whatever in our country, they are doing, they are going to another country. For example, there are so many surgery which is not happening in our India. For doing this surgery, they are going in foreign or going in another country. Afterward, film tourism. Okay, before that, we are going to ecotourism. Now, ecotourism means what? Now, what happened? Many of the forests are started degrading. So, or many of the forests, but tourism, when tourism, if tourism is developed by considering, then what happened? Automatically, the tourism, ecotourism is getting developed to our increase the biodiversity. Stop this damaging, stop this deforestation, ecotourism has been set up. So ecotourism means to stop the degrading and to increase the biodiversity, ecotourism has been set up. Afterward, film tourism. There is a best example, that is in Hyderabad, there is a one studio. As you heard this name, I think so, before also. Ramoji Studio. Yes, Mumbai also there is one film city in Goregaon. Okay. So film tourism means there are so many film festivals happening. So whenever people are visiting to any film festival, or people want to know more about films, or people are traveling any film studio, At that time, this is called as film tourism. A tourism which is doing for any film related basis, or any tourism which we are traveling because for films or knowing more knowledge about films, this is called as film tourism. So film tourism is the one of the new form of tourism. And nowadays people are so excited to know about tourism, to know about films, how the film is planning, how the film is set up, how it started on screen, what is the setup of all these films, is that real, which shown in the screen. So to know more about this, the film tourism, the related to films, means the person, the producers and directors started on tourism. It is called as film tourism. By this, people know more about films and their sets. Afterward, agro-tourism. So whenever we are talking about agro-tourism, so whenever people are going to a pollution-free place and which is away from their city, and they're holding an agricultural activity, it is called as agro-tourism, where the agriculture tourism is holding on. For example, we are taking an example about Poland, or we are taking an example about India, our country only. There are many of the new technology has been set up related to agriculture. To study about new technologies, so many people are going away from the cities where the agriculture activity has been held up. So it is called as agro-tourism. So many times people want to enjoy that pollution-free place. That's why they are visiting on agricultural places. Or so many times what happens? People want to know more about agriculture. Nowadays, there are so many courses are available related to agriculture. So because of that, they are visiting so many places where agricultural activities has been held up. And it is the one of the tourism which is attracted toward it. Many of the people nowadays attracted toward this, and that's why this is the main and new form of tourism. So next is the sports tourism. Now when we are talking about sports tourism, so first thing came in our mind, that is adventure. Many of the people want to do adventurous things. The things which is unique, like scuba diving is there, afterwards skating is there, afterwards there is there paragliding is there. So many things are there which people want to do. So because of this, yes, skydiving is also there. So MTDC has started a scuba diving. It is a one training center where international standard, like one of the international standard training center this is, where you should know more of this, like skydiving is there, scuba diving is there. So the people who want to like adventurous thing, or who want to do some unique things, they are going there. And so many times what happens, the people in a weekend time, especially in weekend time, they are going in a fort, they are going at a fort for camping, Okay, so all these sports, which is nowadays are unique, this type of sports is also one type of tourism because they are visiting from one place to another place. They are not doing in their homes. They are visiting from one place to another place for doing this activities, for they are for doing this adventurous thing. So this is called as sports tourism. Whenever people want to do some adventurous thing and they are visiting away from their location or away from their cities, it is called as sports tourism. Afterward, the importance of tourism. But before this, I want to know till here there is next part, that is importance of tourism. So the first point is India is a diverse country. There are many of the diversity in terms of culture, in terms of nature. The beautiful cities are there, beautiful villages are there. So many cultural heritage are there. It is that's why it is called as India is incredible India. So tourism, many of the tourism are visiting over there in India. And especially India is one of the tourism country. So here there are so many important things why the tourism is important for our development in India. Why it is so? And the reasons are the first reason specifically why the importance. What do you think, students? Why the tourism is important? Already I given in a screen. The first thing is India is because of tourism. The world get introduced. Yes, our India is getting introduced. The world is getting introduced. What is our nature, the social and cultural environment. So, and the second thing is, this is the most important thing, when the tourism is coming in our India, when the foreigner is coming in our India, what happens? Their euro or their dollar is getting changed in rupees. And euro and dollar have more value. And because of that, foreign currency, when they are visiting in our India, foreign currency is also coming in our India, which have more value than our rupees. So because of this, Simran, no, you don't have to say. If you want to say anything, just write in chat box, okay? So because of this, foreign currencies automatically increase. And yes, there are many is also exchange. When we want to, I will give you one example. When we want to visit, just wait, as compared to dollar. Yes. So specifically what we want to try, that more to more tourism coming in our India. By this, what happened? Foreign currency is getting increased. Foreign currency more come in our India. And when foreign currency come in our India, we get more and more profits. Because tourism is a service industry where we are not giving anything. We are only getting. Afterward, next is availability of employment opportunity. Nowadays, what happened? Tourism is giving us so many employment opportunities over there. The first thing that is, there are so many travel agencies has been set up. So when the so many travel agencies has been set up, so many people get employment opportunity. Not only that, There are so many tourist guide you have seen in each and every places where you want to visit. In temples also, in pilgrimages places also, nowadays there are so many tourist guides has been there who guide us, who tell us the story about all the places. So there are so many employment opportunities has been set up, has been generated because of tourism industry. After that, local residents. Okay, here award is not here aware. Okay, so local residents became aware of natural beauties. How they getting aware of natural beauties? When tourism is coming in our India, as we all know, our India has one rule and our India has one best culture. Atiti Devo Bhava. Yes or no? Guest is a god. So when other people come in our India, we always try to clean our residence. That other people don't shy and other people don't get hesitate. So when other people come in our India, what happened? Local residents become aware of natural beauty. And one all main point and one main advantage is also that the surrounding scenario is getting cleaned because of tourism. And next is development of tourist place. If, for example, there is no tourism, no one, nothing, no person is coming from another country, what happens? The forts are just not, no forts are there, no pilgrimages places are there, no monuments are there. If tourism is there, the government has started developing that area, the tourism area. So nowadays, if you are going for any tourist places, there is a one government board over there. I hope you have seen. How many people have, how many students have seen? There is a one government board over there. Whenever you, yes, very good. They are written so many, they are taking entry fees also. 20 rupees, 25 rupees, yeah, 250 rupees. If you want to see any forts or any monuments, why they are taking that entry fees? By that entry fees, they can do a renovation part, or that entry fees which they are getting, they use that entry fees for our economic development, for the infrastructural parts and renovation part of the monuments and forts. So this all these things which is really important for our tourism. And by this, we are always saying that tourism is important because with the help of tourism, this all these things are happening, and this is good for our country, welfare also and economically also. Next is tourism development in India. Why importance of tourism development in India? So first thing is tourism and economic development. So when we are talking about importance of tourism development, so I already told you that India is one of the diverse and cultural heritage place. Where by this there are high mountains are there, high valleys are there, landscape are there, natural beauties are there, different costumes are there, which you never seen in another countries. Every every state have different costumes. Yes or no? So this is India is one of the cultural heritage. After that, hospitality. Now tell me, student, what is mean by hospitality? Can anyone tell me what is mean by hospitality? Yes. Showing our kindness. Yes, very good, Lyra. Yes, Balaji, very good. Respecting a guest. And this is the main thing which our country have. Hospitality. Okay, very good, Sanskriti. Okay, so the main thing, that is the first point, that is tourism and economic development. Okay, so tourism develops health and the Indian economy also in a greater way. For example, restaurants are there, shops are there, transport systems are there, recreational places are there. So because of this, what happens? So many shops, so many restaurants has been built. For example, if you are going for Rajasthan, so you are seeing there are so many n numbers of restaurants over there. So when the tourism has been started, the people get employment opportunity. And how they are getting employment opportunity? Because they are started so many restaurants over there, afterwards so many shops over there. And when they are started so many shops, so many recreational places, so many restaurants, what happened? They get so many foreign currency. And when they earn so many foreign currency, it is one of the best for our economic development. It is good for our economic development. And tourism is one type of important role, playing a one type of important role over there to increase economic development. So therefore, it is said that tourism is an invisible trade. It is a one question also. There is a one question also in your book. Why the tourism is an invisible trade? Because first of all, tourism is a service industry. Here we are not giving anything. Only here we are getting everything. We are giving our services. And when we are giving our services, what we get? We get money. We get foreign currency. And by foreign currency, automatically our economic has been developed. Afterward, tourism and environmental development. Okay. So tourism and environmental development is a good for environmental development. First of all, tourism is an good for environmental development. Why tourism? Because it developed natural sanctuaries, national parks, wild sanctuaries over there. Government is taking the so many precautions. Government has started so many projects over there related to sanctuaries, related to wild parks, natural beauties of our country. And why it is started? Because it is eco-friendly tourism concept. Because of eco-friendly tourism concept. So when tourism coming in our country, it seems that our country is so good. And tourist places, when tourism is coming in our country, automatically tourist places can be developed. Because we are caring for our environment. If we are taking the factors like traffics, resorts, and afterward we are taking example of electricity. Nowadays electricity, waters is also main point. Before this, when tourism industry has not been started, there are so many problems are coming, like electricities, afterward waters, drainage system. But when the tourism industry has been taken place, there is no problem of electricity, water, drainage. Okay, I will again again explain this one. Tourism and environmental development. Okay, whenever we are talking of environmental development, so for example, I already given you example that hospitality. We always promoting in our India hospitality. Atiti Devo Bhava. So what we are thinking, if for example, if any guest is coming in your home, what first we will do? We should clean our home. Yes or no? We clean our home. Why? Because other person is coming in our home. As same as if tourism, when tourism is coming in our home, we clean our surrounding. Because we always believe that hospitality and Atiti Devo Bhava. And because of this, what happened? Our environmental sorry, our environmental development has automatically increased. And wild sanctuaries and wild animal is getting preserved. The next thing is tourism and health. Nowadays, when tourism has started, I told you medical tourism, and I given you also example of Kerala. When foreigner is coming in our India, so to giving a health facility, we have started so many things like Indian Ayurveda, yoga is there, then pranayam is there. So many new medical treatments are there, has been started, and which foreigner learn from us. And basically, so many foreigners come here to know about medical facility. For example, so many foreigners, if you don't know, I will tell you, so many foreigners come here to know about yoga, how to do yoga, how to do pranayam, which yoga is suitable for which type of diseases, which yoga is useful for us. So to know more knowledge about yoga and pranayam, so many foreigners come here to study about medical facilities. Yes, Surya Namaskar is there. So because of this, our health, we know about more, sorry, we know more things about health related. Yes, meditations is also there. So our directly and indirectly our health development, our medical development and medical facilities has been increased. Afterward, tourism and social development. So when we are talking about tourism and social development, so the first thing is coming in our mind, that is social. So many social programs has been set up through tourism. In fact, the rural lifestyle, tribal lives, the foreigner want to know about social lifestyle, like how the tribal peoples are living, how the rural peoples are living, what's their costume is, what their food, what they are eating, what their diet chart. The tribal peoples like Melghat, which is in Maharashtra. Afterward, how the villages are there. The so many projects, like there is one project, Anandvan project, which is related to that social development, which is held by Baba Amte. Afterward, Hivre Bazaar is there. So there is so many social program has been held. Social program is held, and because of this, what happened? Foreigners are visiting each and every villages, each and every tribal places, and by this they get no more about that rural areas, what is costume, what type of costume they are wearing, what type of foods they are eating. Like Nagaland is there, Melghat is there. So in that places, foreigner is always want to visit and always like to visit in that type of places because they get more knowledge about their lifestyle. So because of tourism, there is a great potential for the development. And day by day, what happened? The tourism industry has been developed. And when the tourism industry has been developed, automatically we get more profits. Yes or no? I hope till here you understand